Japan, the second largest economy in the world, the wealthiest country in Asia, falling in a decade of recessions. Many companies are forced to restructure, and their first action is to lay off some staff. Expected to be employed for life by the very same company that now lets them go. They're usually male, over 40, single, non-owners of property. As they slowly realize the situation becoming permanent, unemployed and without anywhere to stay but the park, they gradually form a community, never accepted by the society. They call themselves homeless. Though I'm Chinese, I look Japanese. We grown up, learned to be good workers and built a great Asian economy. In Japan, lifetime employment is a safety net binding both employers and workers to a common goal. After 30 years of strong growth, this bubble economy collapsed in the early 90s. The Japanese government chose to save the bankrupt banks. Investment in infrastructures simply built up more public debts. The economy falls into a tunnel with no exit. Gradually, more and more firms were declared bankrupt and all their workers made homeless. It's the end of lifetime employment. I traveled to Japan with very little money, without knowing how to speak Japanese, to live amongst the country's homeless community. Shinjuku is the only place I know how to get to from airport. It's not so difficult to find the homeless, because they all dress more or less like me, with a trolley and some bags. The only difference is I don't speak Japanese. I follow one of them across the busy streets to the downtown Shinjuku business district. Here, about 300 homeless people are queuing up for a box of food. They gave their lives to build this great city, and now they shelter in its parks and towering doorways, waiting for a twice-weekly meal from a charity group. Before the mid-90s, food lines like this were unheard of. Now, it's estimated that there are at least 30,000 homeless people in Japan. The aid worker gave me food, but they refused to answer my questions. Though everywhere, homelessness in Japan is still one of the greatest taboos. Sitting at the bench of Ueno Park the next day, I wondered whether I will be able to continue this documentary. But that evening, a homeless man started to talk to me.
So, Mr. May I ask Kawaguchi, how long you stay in this
About
park?
half a year. Before, I worked for the Japan Foundation and the special organization under the Foreign Minister of Japan. International cultural exchange. So I know more generation change, but when I was working, almost all the librarians all over the world knows my name.
What makes you change so differently?
Because I miscalculated. I'm a shareholder of JAL and Zenniku, stockholder. So I am not a poor moneyless.
Yeah. In terms of assets, you have a lot of stock.
About was 100 no 20,000 million yen.
But you don't want to sell your stock.
But sorry, by mistake, I have some 100 books. Among them, that store, stock.
Yes.
So in Yokohama, so I should go to Yokohama to fetch, but so long away.
But you never ask people to give you money. You never beg for food
no,
or anything.
I'm not a beggar, you know.
Daybreak, I found many homeless, also sleeping around the corner. They have to clear everything away before the shops open. I met Mr. Kawaguchi again and arranged to go to Yokohama with him. But he changed his mind, says he needs to go to Chiba. I found out that he actually stays in a shelter in Chiba.
Why don't you stay in Chiba all the time instead of staying in Ueno?
It's a very difficult question.
I see.
If you always in a remote place, you want to return to cities, don't you?
Yeah. So Chiba is far away from here.
Chiba?
Yeah.
About 30 kilometers.
Yeah. But you don't like to stay there?
Not so long.
Not so long.
Because I should do other things, you know. I'm going to write books or to see my friends or so on and so on.
I see.
In a sense, I'm not a true homeless, you know.
I see.
In a sense, ne?
Yeah, I know. So,
I'm a governor of this country. Yeah.
Governor Kawaguchi keeps changing his mind. I didn't know if everything he had told me was true, but I understand his deep sense of shame for being homeless in a world that revolves around the salaryman. I come across a free lunch organized by the church. There's only 200 lunches on offer, but there's thousands of homeless with stories like Mr. Kawaguchi's.
最初はそういうちょっと普通じゃないと偏見がありますね。でも一人一人話してみるとリストラされてで家賃が払えないから家から追い出されたり。それで家庭も壊されたりね。だからホームレスは私の隣人の話ですから。かわいそう。私だってお金がなければ家賃払えなければ私だってホームレスになる。
What were you doing before?
Before my job, advertising, company, 社長、owner.
Why you cannot continue your business?
4 years ago, broke.
Or broke?
Broke.
So bankrupt?
Yeah.
Where do you stay now?
Stay now, Shinjuku.
Shinjuku.
Shinjuku Park.
How many years you live in Shinjuku Park?
4 years.
And do you have wife before?
Wife, 4 years ago, separate.
Separate. And do you have any kids?
Filipina.
Do you have any kids?
Kids?
Children?
Kids? No.
So you have no brothers and sisters to help you?
I have two brothers.
But they don't want to help you?
Oh, no contact.
No one wants to hire you for a job?
Job? No.
No job?
No. 1 month, two times arbeit.
So how much money you make?
1 day 1万円.
Do you have any drinking problem?
No.
You don't drink?
No drink.
Smoking?
Oh, smoking. Little.
So may I ask, what is your dream?
Dream? Come back. My position?
Advertising company owner.
Yes.
The free lunch day, I expect to meet my mentor again. But Mr. Kawaguchi doesn't show up as promised. I have to leave too, no more money in my pocket.